Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm back today. Things happen and you don't get a chance to come on, all the time. So I've decided now I'll come on here and just show you a couple of stitches today. If I can get a couple done. I really think everything I start, I don't seem to be able to keep going with it because it's not. I don't know what's that about? Probably something to do with your. Well, I can't say, to be honest, what it is to do with, but we need to be excited about it or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to show you today how to do a drizzle stitch, because I really think I'm going to be doing something to do with underwater, but I really love to do it with the beads and things, more than I do like to do it with sewing as well. So I'm going to do a few of these drizzle stitches in the next one. This one here I've considered to be completed. It hasn't been sorted out, I've told you I'm in Australia, I guess, and it's cold. I can't believe it's cold. Anyway, it's not a good thing, but I'm waiting for the warm. But anyway, so this is what I really get engrossed in, because I really love doing that sort of thing, and I haven't done any for a while. I think a lot to do with, my arm and that, but I've been a lot better. It's been a lot better, so I'm not going to be... It's just the fact of getting me set up and sorted out, to do this. But the room's really good, To be honest, I sometimes don't like coming in here because I make a mess. I know that's a bit silly, but... So we're going to use some crochet thread. Now the needle I've got's just... Well, it's not a little bit thick, but it's a... probably... It's not a crewel needle, it's... there's a name for it, but if you need something that the thread will go through, the hole big enough for the thread to go through, and you're right, a piece of fabric. I've got the smallest hoop, it's easy for me to handle. I need some beads as well for the tops of this here thing, which I'm going to do in what colour I don't know yet. Maybe this is what we're doing. I'll show you. Look, we'll make one of those. It's like an anemone, isn't it? Sort of like, yeah, we'll make one of those today. Now, I did this on one of these hoops to start with, of course, because it's a lot easier. This drizzle stitch is absolutely clever, really nice. So I need to put a colour that I like that goes with this onto the top of it. So I'm going to pick one out of here and get my arm to work for me today. And my bird just flew down. My bird, he just fell down. That was poor little fella. I thought that looked good, but that's a bit wrong. It's a bit wrong, Sonia. How about this one? This is nice. I like this colour. Anyway, so we need a piece of thread. It doesn't matter how long you have it, because it's easy to end off and start up again. What did I do with the scissors? Oh, here they are, they're in front of me. That's different, but I do have a tidy table for some sort of reason. Reasonably tidy. Okay, so we want to get your needle. You need to have an imaginary circle, or you can draw a circle. It's up to you. I put this in the hoop, and I usually try to keep that bit round there for some reason, so I don't hook the cotton, but that doesn't always work for you, does it? I do have a water disappearing thing that you disappear with water. I do not want this to be very big, this circle, because you don't need for it to be. This is about the same size as that. There's just a little box of things. I do have circles, though, don't get me wrong. I do have a thing. Also, you know what? Probably should use them. What do you reckon? How about we use the circles? I was thinking that the other day when I was out in the lounge room. I thought, now I bought some things for circles, for all different sizes, so I could do stuff. Maybe I should use it, Why not? That's 2 packets. Okay, there's one. Now, how's it? Oh, here. right? 2 bits. I don't think I need that anymore. I'm sure I'll be right. Sure I'll be fine. Okay, so you've got these measurements which are not my thing. I can't work out what they say. Now this is really good because then I can pick out that I only want this size circle, don't I, to work in, and I'll just draw it around like that, and that's easy as. Now that's a couple of dollars I think on Temu. Yep, I think so. I think that's all that was. Okay, so now I'm just going to tip out a couple of these onto the thing because we've got to put them on the end. Oh, okay. Now whether we'll get this whole thing done or not, I don't know, but we'll have a go at it. What do you reckon? In the time that's allocated. If I can put this thing so I could see it, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I can never see what that says on there. Does it say 6 minutes? Okay, alright. Keep myself right over here. Probably start in the middle and work my way out. Might be the way to do it. Okay, so you thread that through there. Then you go back through there, next to it. Of course. Hang on, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? I'll come up through the bottom. No. Yes. Take the thread off because I needed to make a back stitch. I wanted to so that's what that was. We needed a back stitch. We probably didn't need it because I've got a knot in it. So then you just got nothing on there, okay? You've not got nothing on there. And I've seen other people do this a different way because they wrap it around their finger, and I can't do that. I do this way, how you cast on knitting years ago. I don't do that like that anymore either. But you just do this, right? So you cast on some stitches. Really easy. Just wrap it around your thumb and pull it down like that, and it looks like this, see, along the edge, and try to keep them closer together, Sonya, because you need a reasonably good sized needle because you want to be holding on to the back of it while you're doing this at the front, you know, so it doesn't go right through. Work out about how long you'd like it to be and just, you know, pick whatever length you feel like. We do need something that's going to hang down a little bit, don't we? So it's not, but that'll be about right, okay? So then you get the end of your thread and through, you're going to thread the thread, I hope I am, through the needle, through the pin, through the bead, right? Thread it through the bead. Because the size of the bead, there's no way I can... Now this is probably going to take me most of my time, I think. It just depends. Sometimes it goes right and sometimes it... So you thread that on there like that, okay? Right down as you can. I've got this through the wrong way. Excuse me. Oh dear. I wonder how many of you realised I was doing this. Okay, maybe you didn't know. I went through the wrong way. It's got to go through this way. Okay, now do it. You have to have this part at the top, okay, where you threaded the cotton back through. Right, see? Sorry about this, but you know what? We can't always be right. Always get it right. So you learn by your mistakes, you know, they say. Yes, this is... Anyway, just wrap it around your thumb, pull it back over there, hang on to this so it's not going anywhere. Oh dear, I was doing something the other day and I don't know how many times I mucked it up and I just kept on doing it. It was incredible. I just don't know what happened to me. I say, now, that's wrong. Now, we do it this way. And what do? I do it again. So you don't think you've seen that video? I'm sure you didn't. I'm just sure you didn't. There was no way I was going to put that up there. Anyway, so that's that done, right? So when you do that, thread on your bead, which I have done, thank goodness, and then you thread your needle like this, we hope, right, through there, and then you pull this through, down through there. Might be a tiny bit tight, just you know, do your best. If it cobbles up, you just undo it carefully now. It'll be fine. Nobody panic. Because it'll do a bit of wiggling and stuff, I suppose. Now, you can pull this down if you want to, or you can just leave it long. Once you get it to the bead, you can decide then what you want to do. How far you want to take it down. So it's not there yet because there's a bit of a knot there, I think. And we don't need that there. Come on, you've got to be joking me, really. Got it. I got it. Nobody panic. Alright, so that's a drizzle stitch. Isn't that nice? You don't have to put the bead on the top because I don't know, I haven't done it without putting a bead on the top. But doesn't that look very nice? I think that looks really nice. So now I'm going to come up a bit further over and I'll go back down in through there. This time we'll take out the thread. Take it out of there. And do this. Now the reason I'm going to do this on this small piece first is because when I make whatever it is that I'll put it onto later, I mean if I was only doing a small piece of work, I wouldn't do this, I'd put it on the small piece of work. But if I'm doing a bigger piece of work, it's not easy to hold under all these things while you're on a large piece. So you just keep your, you cut it off at the background like I did with the other one. I made it so it was going to be, I got a piece of cardboard, or cardstock, or actually it was a piece of a file folder thing, right? And I doubled it in half and glued it together so I'd have a bit of thickness because I didn't have anything at the time that I was happy to use, So I did that, and then I worked out, how big around I wanted it, and then I cut a lot extra. Right, I left a lot extra like you're making a suffle puff, and I covered it. When I cut it out, I covered put a bit of glue on the back of that first, that fabric, and then glued it onto there, and then put stitches around it so it would be nice and secure. Now you thread on the bead, hopefully. Well, if you got a good size hole in the bead, it'll work really well. Then it depends too on your thread, what thickness of thread you use. If it's not too thick, it should go through. Well, so it did, and that's good. It's really good that it went through. Now you thread this once the bead's on there, then you put the thread on, okay? You do, and then you put this through here. So I've been watching Annie, who is Annie Chambers, I think it's her, and she's doing this Octopus's Garden, and so is Susie Q and a few other people, and I am really wrapped in the idea myself, but I don't think I would put together such a big project myself, but I do like some of the techniques that they're using and some of the ways that they're doing, what they're making. I want to do I'd rather do mine more with smaller things. You know, something I can, you know me, about finishing things. I have a problem with that. I've got a lot of things that are half done, and I told you I was going to start putting them together, but I haven't got that done yet. So I'm going to show you to what I'm going to do. I'll talk about it anyway with this when it's done, because we all might be different about what we're going to do with what we do. Hey, I'm actually trying to do a fish. My drawing ability is a bit off, but I'm working on a fish, so I may show you that in a minute. I might put that on this video too, because the idea that I have is I'm going to put it onto a box. Okay, I wanted the sea creature things, fish and things, on a box, so on the top I could have them dimensional, and the sides they can be flat. Okay, so therefore I'll be only doing them on small bits, and I think I got the box there near me. I do, but I don't know how. I can't reach it to show you, but I will eventually show you, because I think that's what my idea is going to be, because I feel I need to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here, thread this one here. So when I wasn't that concentrating on that bead, and it went on there real easy, didn't it? You know, that's okay. It went on there real easy. So if I was doing this for the box, I could put this sort of thing on the top, couldn't I? You know. Now the one I made earlier is this one here. I've actually got some strings of beads in there as well. I put just the beads as well. And see, to be honest with you, I think that this base was a bit too big, but if you put that, or even if you didn't put the cardboard in, but if you put that onto your piece of work, onto the top of, if I put that on the top of the box, I would then bead all over here, or put little stone-like beads or something around it. Maybe do some French knots or something to cover that. But I'd have to do them before I put it onto the bigger piece, because I wouldn't be able to physically do it the other way, because my ability for that is not really good these days. Now, I don't think I should have come through there, because I don't have enough thread, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to just put that stitch, and then I'll end this bit off here. Okay. So I do really like this one. This one might make it to the top of the box, because at the time I fill that in, I will do it all in this nice stitch there, or nice thread I should say. I'm going to do it all in that thread, and hopefully we will see this come to pass. There will be a lot more to put on that though, won't there? There's going to have to be a lot more on there. So I'm just going to leave that here, and I'll show you the fish that I'm trying to do. And I do hope I can get him done, because I really am looking at doing that. Now I did draw some pictures, don't know if I showed you them. I did a video and I don't think it was very good, so I wasn't very keen to put it up. Sometimes you just don't feel comfortable with what you've done, and things are falling down on top of me here. It's not pleasant. Get back under there, you. Righto. Now, so in here, so what I was doing the other day that I kept making mistakes with was trying to fix this fish, right? So I put, got my hook in here, I've got pieces to use. Now I ironed all the Visifix onto the back of these pieces of fabric, because I wanted to. And the Visifix is a stabiliser, and it irons on, and then you can tear the backing off and iron it onto your piece of work, whatever you want to do. So I was doing that, and it doesn't matter, every time I did it I mucked it up. So I've got this little fish here that I have been working on, and I will tell you what I've done so far. Okay, So these are all beautiful bits that I've collected up that I can make little bits for my whatever. They're all lined on too. They're all lined on. Okay, so they're all lined on. So that's that bit. Alright, and I hope I've got all the bits for the fish. Because I need backgrounds too, and I haven't got that done yet because I didn't know until last night what I was going to do. But now I do know. I should have put them back in there, shouldn't I? These bits here. They've got to go back in that box. Because they're for bottom bits for what I'm doing. Now, I have the iron there, but every time I ironed the things, I made a mistake. So what I did was, I traced my fish, okay, with a bit of tracing paper. I traced around him, and then I got the tracing paper and I stuck it onto the piece of board, right? Actually, this is the way it goes like that, okay? Is it? Don't tell me I've done it again. Okay, is that right, Sonia? I'm sure this is the right fish. Okay, so I've cut that bit out. That bit's there, righto. Now, even if it is a little bit different size, that's okay. That's okay. We're not going to worry about that. Right, so I really can't show you what I'm going to do with him today until I figure out where I'm going to put him. But we can cut him out ready, because every time I went to do it, I'd iron the stuff on the wrong way and I'd have him going that way with the stuff stuck on the other side, and you've got no idea what, you know, I just had such a terrible time. So we need those pieces of fabric that I just put back in there, don't we? So we can cut out some more fish. Now, if I had that piece to put him onto, which I could because I'm sure that's going to fit on top of the box, I can start laying him down here, and then I can iron him on, and hopefully that will work for me. Now, I just want to get that box down from up there. I can see how big it is from here, and it seems to be about that square, like this. It's that size, because it was the same thing as I was going to put that on. Okay, let's do that. Or will I do it long? I'll do it long, because I can. And if I don't have a box, I'll make one, okay? We will make one. I have made many, many boxes over the years, because I used to have to make a covered box to put in the show, and I don't know how many I've made, but there was a lot of them. So therefore, that's the bit that goes, that part of him there. So then I've got his face, and I know that's his face because there's his chin. I know that bit, there's his chin. So I made this so it'd go back over there like that. So what colour do we want? We'll have a look and see what we've got here. Okay, I need a piece. We only need small bits, so we can get out a few of these. No, we've got the blue. Bit of this. This is nice, isn't it? What colour? And the orangey colour I think I'd like on him, more so than that. Orangey colour for his finny things. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what we do. Okay, so his face, I can put. So when you're doing this, when I traced it, I made sure that I stuck the card. So that's the top of the body. Look, I wrote on it. Look as I could. So that's the top. No. So he's got him. If I got him upside down, you're joking me. Please don't do that, Sonia. I don't want him going that way. No, he's got to go this way. Righto. See, so that's the way he goes. Yeah, he's right. That's it. That's his body. That's his top. This is his face. I'll do his face orangey colour. Nice orangey colour for his face. So I'll cut that out. Face, some fins. Well, this went different, didn't it, this video? But you never know what we're going to do you? Do I have a small pair of scissors here? I do. I did. I've seen them somewhere. I really did. I seen a small pair of scissors a while ago. Oh, I can't have taken them all out there to the lounge room, surely. My goodness me. Are you in here? Have I ever come in here and something not balked me? I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever come in here and things gone wrong. I meant to say and everything went right. I haven't come in and everything's gone right. So let's cut out the face. Right, I'm going to hold it on there as best I can. If you want to put a bit of glue stick maybe, could help a tiny bit. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit. So I printed the finish off the internet, off a thing that I wrote in fish drawings. I wrote in fish drawings, that's what I put in. So there's his face, and that will be, make sure I get this right. That's real pointy there. Is it supposed to be pointy like that? I know that part there's his chin. So this part goes, oh dear, like this, does it? Does it go like that? Yes, but I think that's got to be a bit rounded where his mouth is. Okay. Oh dear. How about like that? Does that work? No. I did have a bit of chin on one bit, didn't I? That's going to look right. I just don't want him to look funny. That's not right. How's that look? That looks all right, doesn't it? Actually, it goes over the top. That goes over the top, Sonya. Like that. Yes. Okay, I got that bit. I know. And we haven't got all day, but we'll be fine. We can do it. So this is the top fin at the back. No. This is the top fin. Rightio. I'll cut this one off. Besides appliquing this down, I really want to do a little bit of embroidery on him. Applique was pretty much my first thing that I really enjoyed doing as far as sewing and that goes. It was one of my first things. I did a lot of bits for the show applique over the years, and now I'm going to have to do this with it. This is going to be tricky with these scissors, isn't it? It doesn't matter if it's not exactly like your original bit, does it? See, that can go in there. So there's his fin, there's his face. What other colour did I get? The gold one. Maybe I should get a bit of green or something. Maybe I should get him green. A bit of green. Some here. I really like this one because it stayed all wrinkly. When I did it, it still stayed wrinkly. Even when I ironed it, it was still wrinkly, so that's good. I'll cut a bit off. Maybe a bit over here. Tail. We got bits here. Top and bottom fin. There's his tail. And that'll be it. Is that right? There's his tail. So I'm going to have enough here to make 94 fish. plenty of bits here. I was going to do him a few colours, his body, but we'll see. When I put the stitching on, it might make him look a bit more interesting, I hope. I do have some pictures that I've cut out of fish, and they're over there in a book, and I don't want to really look at them because then it's going to say to me, Sonya, you're going to be doing it like this, like that, you know. It's just I just don't want to do that. Does that go underneath it? I think it probably will. It'll probably go underneath there. So I've got that bit, tail bit, body, face, and there's 2 fin bits for the bottom. Well, I'll make them in the pink, won't I, too, you reckon? I can do them in the pink. Pink, purpley colour, whatever it is. So how far have we gone here with this thing? I cannot see this. This is so annoying. 30 minutes. Sorry, everybody. I'll do these 2 fins the same, eh? Same colour. That'll look good. He'll be nice. He will. Well, it's not going to be as pointy as what it is there, but that's okay. That's fine. So I can just cut out a couple of bit of pieces. Sorry, a couple more pieces. Is this the back one? Yes, it is. Put that up under there. Make it a bit. I need a bit of scissors. This is ridiculous. I don't know what I've done with them. I really don't. I'll try these to see if I can hold onto these and do it. These are really hard to put on your hands because they're very small. Okay. That's a bit better. It's got some sort of pokery jiggery thing to it, isn't it? Well, this one here could be a bit better too, couldn't it? But in the picture, that's what he looked like, didn't he? He had that, and that goes back there a bit further. His face and his tail was another bit for his front of his self. His front fin. Okay, so what about the one on the body? What have I done with it? It must be still there. I think I can see it over there. Gee, this is hard to do this with my fingers. Won't fit in the hole in these scissors. Goodness me. Well, they do, but it's pinching me. Feels very uncomfortable. Okay. That's a front fin. And that goes under there. Because I cut everything a bit bigger. See the line? I made sure they're all a bit bigger, so went over there. And then there's the one on his body, which I want to do in green. I don't know, this must be something like how I sew, is it? This is what I want to use. Well, I nearly cut my finger then. That was really close. I felt it go past. Felt the breeze. This is going past me. I'm going to have to get another pair of scissors before I go much further on this. These are shocking. Can't use them. Okay. I'm going to make this... It is pointy though. Okay, now I'm going to plug in the iron while we're doing this little bit here. I'm using my travel iron here. And I'm going to plug this in. It's got a good cord on it. It works. I wrecked the other one. I didn't wreck it. It's still okay. But I kept ironing. What I was doing was ironing the sticky side. Instead of ironing the other side, I kept ironing where the sticky part was. And saying, no, you don't do that. And I kept on doing it. It just kept on happening. It was ridiculous, really. I couldn't believe it, how bad it was and what I was doing. Anyway, so if this fish goes on the top, or he could go around the side. Maybe he won't fit on the side because I don't think the box is that deep, but like I said, I'll make one if I have to. But I should be able to buy one anyway to put on it. Even if it doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be covered, so it doesn't really matter what it is. Okay, so I'm going to take all the paper off the back of these. Okay, while my iron's getting hot. So if I pull that off there, this should lay down really nicely on this material. Yeah, it should lay down really nicely and shouldn't flee about. Right, we'll see about this, won't we? And then I've got this bit here going on. And you can see through that. but that does not matter. Now this is going to have to be on an angle like that, Sonya, because it's not, you've got a lot, but look, I'm going to be putting stitching, so we won't get too excited yet, won't iron it on yet till we're sure we know what we're doing. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Alright, now I've got no idea which way this goes. Actually, there's his mouth there. See that bit? That's his mouth. So would that go like that? Probably. I don't think it matters which way that goes. It just seems like it's the same all the way around. Hang on. Here, this way. Goodness me, Sonya. We'll make it into a fish face yet, we will. It's more pointier, isn't it? That way. I don't know how I got this so mucked up, this bit. Well, that doesn't work that way, it doesn't fit. Let's try this way. So that's his head. If I'd had the curl, the wavy bit on there, I would have been able to figure it out, wouldn't I? But no. I think that flat bit goes to the top. Here's me telling you that I've been doing this for years. Well, see, I used to do it years ago. Haven't done it for a really long time. No, that doesn't look right. We'll figure this out here any minute now. Don't be panicked. We're going to get it right. It's got to be right. It'll look properly. You know what you need to do? Get the scissors and make some sort of shape on it. Poor thing. So it looks like he's real. Oh dear! Now I've cut his face off. Or maybe not. Don't get too upset about it just yet. Don't get too upset about it just yet. This is where we've got plenty of fabric left. I think I might have mucked that up. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Don't ask me. I just want to fix this so it looks like it could be a fish face. Well, that'll do for I really reckon, eh? And we'll put some stitches on it. That looks funny, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry about this, but you know what? You have to do the thing where you got to make sure it's what you really want to do, don't you? Make sure it's got to work. It's got to work. You poor little thing. Well, as you can tell, I'm actually getting another piece because I think I've really ruined that one. Now, we're going to go around here. We're going to cut it off exactly, we hope, exactly what this... And we're going to be putting it on the piece of material because this is a little bit tricky, you know. So there's his mouth, and that's the top of his self. Right, just put that on there like that, Sonya. Don't change anything. Just put that on there like that. Okay, and his mouth will be where the pointy bit is, but we're going to sew that. All right. Or is that upside down? Oh, I was supposed to cut it on the side, was I? Oh, is that what I've done wrong? Am I supposed to cut it on that side? What on earth are you doing? Does it go like that? No. Does it go? Okay, does that go like that then? Yes, it does. That's how it goes. Right, so that is how it goes. Don't panic, it's fine. Just leave that, leave it. Don't touch it. It's fine, it'll be fine. I had a lot of trouble with that. I hope that this does not continue on to the next piece, the next bit of stuff. This is coming unstuck, and that doesn't impress me. I'm going to have to stick line on there. It's smally like. Should have got it. Hope it did. Because you do find sometimes they don't work if you... Come on. Really. This is plain hard to do now, this one. Hard to get off because it's bumpy, I guess. Righto. And that goes like that. And do I put it over the fish tail? I think I do. Did I make extra fish tail? Let me see. Yeah, I did. I put a bit extra there, but that's not going to be able to work, so I'm going to put it over like that. Okay. Righto. Now we've got this bit. It's got to go in the middle of him. That's not stuck on. Might be because this is... I nearly put my hand on there to get that off, you know. I nearly did. I nearly did. But then I thought better of it. Okay. Well, it's not much good when you haven't got fingernails and you try and do something like this. Now, if I want to put this fish on the top amongst all the other bits I'm going to do, it might need to be puffed out with some japunto stuffing. Now, this one goes like that, so that's like a bit pointy, you see. It is, it's a bit pointy. Oh, goodness me, don't tell that thing has to move. Do you have to move, really? Must you do that to me? Seems to me like it needs to be a bit more on an angle there, doesn't it? Yeah, there's got a chin bit there. Yeah, that's right, got a chin. We all have a chin. Okay, so this one's the back piece. Thin thing. I'm not too worried. I don't think that you can see through that because I think it'll be fine. I don't think I'll be stuffing him because I'm gonna stitch him a fair bit. I hope. I'll do a bit of stitching on him, so that goes that way. Push it back up under it there, Sonya. Fin bit there. Whoops. Now, when you say oops, you know, you're coming to the part where this could all end badly if that moves. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick my piece of paper over the top of it. Then I'm going to put the iron on the top of it, and I'm hoping it's going to stay where it is. Please. Okay, let's look. Are we game? Did it all work properly? Did it stick down? I think it did. Now I can put the iron on top of it. Now I can see where I've... If I do another one, or when I do another one, I'm going to make sure that the fabric's not really see-through like that, or put two thicknesses of it on there, which I could have done, but I'm not going to worry about it now because I'll do some stitching along them lines, and it'll do some slow stitching on it, and that'll all blend him in, see, so it'll be okay. I have to go. I'm so sorry about this, but I'll come back and I'll show you a bit more of my fish thing. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.